back in the 70s, there was a TV show called The $6 Million Man. And he was in some kind of...
$6 million man.
Yes, the $6 Million Man. And he was involved in some kind of accident, or, you know, in the way the TV show goes. And they said, well, we can rebuild him. And one of the things they gave him was a bionic eye. So he could, like, zoom in on stuff and whatever. And scientists today have actually done this. They have actually created a bionic eye. And it's working. It's working. They have it implanted. It's a beta, basically. But the scientists in Australia, they've basically funded this to the science consortium. It said it had a surgically installed, and it's an early prototype robotic eye in a woman with hereditary sight loss caused by degenerative retinitis pigmentosa, if I said that right. It's basically a pre-bionic eye. At some point, we're going to have people who have eye loss or whatever for whatever reason, and they'll be able to put this in there, and they're going to be able to get vision out of it again, which is really cool. I can't. We're growing new tissue, but we haven't grown new eyes. Eyes are very complex, but to be able to put in a something into the back of inside the head there, and then activate it so you can actually be able to see, that is just amazing. That is just amazing. Joe, your thoughts?
Steve Austin.
Yes.
Astronaut. A man barely alive. Gentlemen, we can rebuild him. We have the technology. Anyway.
I'm so sorry.
I had to Google that, actually.
Oh, cheater.
This is really exciting. This is a prototype device that needs to be attached to an image processor in a lab to work. But what they're learning from this device is how to make better ones by better understanding how the brain processes visual information. The hope is to build a better eye capable of recognizing faces and even reading. Mm-hmm. So that's pretty exciting.
Yes.
And
large print, but
what's that?
It's large print. They'll be able to read with this.
Right, exactly. The article said large print, but yeah, I mean, it's like anything else. Like they build a big, clunky, expensive one first, and everybody buys it, and then they come out with a smaller, cheaper, better one later, and everybody else has to buy it.
Yes.
So it makes America great.
Yes. Well, actually, this is in Australia, so.
We outsource those jobs.
Yeah. You know, it makes me wonder, though, because these are the kind of things I think about when, you know, I'm sitting at home alone and the power goes out, or the internet goes out. Either way. I was thinking, what if they were able to, you know, able to hook up something so you can actually transmit what you're seeing. And, you know, there was actually a TV show many years ago. It was called Babylon 5, and one of the characters had his eye removed, and they had basically the eye, the replacement. He could pop it in, and it would actually transmit. So he could like set it on a shelf, and you could see what was transmitting from the eye. So
it's very cool.
Yeah, that was just sci-fi. But if you could imagine that, if you know, have the eye in there and then have it connected, and then it could be transmitting out, then you could be your own wireless camera. So you could record stuff, and I'm waxing into the sci-fi here, but I mean this is
Star Trek. You know, the lowly communicator turned into the mighty cell phone.
That's right. The communicator. That's exactly where the cell phone came from the communicator. Mm-hmm. So it's based on, you know, science fiction becomes science fact in one way or the other. But anyway, kind of getting off topic here. Sorry, Medusa. Medusa, you went? Did you or did you not? No, Medusa.
No,
your thoughts.
I did not, because Eric keeps saying everything I want to.
Joe, that's Joe. You mean
Joe?
Joe.
Evolve.
That's right. I called him Todd a couple weeks ago, so don't worry about it.
Joe Bob. If I refer to you as Joe Bob, it's easier. Then I think I'm related to you. Anyway, Joe Bob keeps saying everything I want to say.
Yeah.
I think it's. I get excited over how thrilled the patient is when she sees. She's described seeing a partial image of something,
Yeah.
or partial text of something, and it it is. I think this is going to be grown, and especially with the article beforehand, we are working. Forget cosmetic surgery, what that can do for you.
Mm-hmm.
Look what technology can actually do for you.
Right.
We take blind children. We could take blind children, and they could see again.
Yeah.
They could see for the first time in their lives.
Yes.
It's an amazing technology that has limitless applications. We just need the time and the funding to be able to explore these things further.
Right.
And I hope that happens.
Yeah. Eventually, I think it will happen. I mean, there's no telling what new technologies. I mean, sci-fi changes constantly, so they're always inventing new things for the show to become that they would hope someday would become reality. And so this is just possibly another item that could become possible. I mean, who knows what's going to become possible in 10, 50 years from now. I mean, if you look back even 50 years ago, the stuff that we have now, it's basically, it's like, I hate to use this word, but it's magic by comparison. There's a saying, any civilization that's technologically advanced enough to something that's in the past would look like it's magic. And that's basically what it is.